Hey up, Connor, lad.
I am sure, mate.
Yes, mate, I'm good. We're getting it on, lad.
I'm fucking the biggest name in BKFC in the UK, for instance. So
That's why I asked for
listen,
you.
I think you're a good. I think you're a good fighter. I think you should start 155 because I'm a big boy for 165, mate. You know what I mean?
I'm all right. Trust me, I'm good. I could move up.
I think like when you come up to 165, like I mean, how tall are you?
5'10".
See, you're like fucking 145 tall.
You'd be tall, like I'd chop you down like a tree. Them body shots.
To be fair, mate, I'm like an oak tree and you've got a blunt blade. I'm pretty sure you won't be able to chop this tree down, mate.
We'll see. We'll see.
But yeah, man, listen, look, I know, like, I've seen, obviously you called me out, and I've seen a few people commenting on Paul Cook's status and saying you should need to go for Connor next. And to be fair, rightly so, because what are BKFC doing right now for people like Jonny and Paul to fight for? There's no fucking UK bout. There's no one's got a bout. And anyway, fucking Rico Franco ain't got a bout.
Well,
Rico Franco ain't got a belt, you know what I mean? He's
they give the belts, didn't they? No one's fought for the belts yet, so no one's really the champion. Once we start fighting, they said next year we're all going to start fighting, and we're going to start fighting for belt, which then we're going to find out who's best, isn't it? It's 2-0, and I'm 2-0. Whoever they want me to fight, I'll fight. The bigger the name, the better for me. I'm definitely at that level. It's just, I don't expect them to jump to fight me, but I think everyone knows I'm on that level as well. You can just see from that performance. I don't think many people look as polished as me when they're fighting. We can say they're at top level, but we don't know who's at top level yet, do we? Because we haven't fought each other. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's going to get tasty. It's just bare knuckle. It's going to get super tasty. But they've been saying to Blake that they're going to chop him up with a machete and that, so, we were ready for all. Pulls up and they come to meet us, and I jumped out and I went straight up, but they'd been up all night and sniffed these kids. Had they? And they must have been talking shit. Well, they don't sniff, and they just don't come down and they just shit themselves. So it won't even happen. They just give us keys. I couldn't even slap him, you know what I mean? He was scared, this kid, so I just took keys and that was it. Just drove van home. Definitely good to do. Imagine getting the faces are out like this and they're getting slapped and they're like, pretending to letting a man slap you around your face. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I mean, them people are going to have no brain cells. They're going to... What's that thing that people get? CTE, yeah, that's what they're going to get, 100%.
Two things that I see with DMT or any psychedelic trip which is strong. It's either it's just your brain chemistry is that altered that you're hallucinating, or you are going somewhere else.
I know, but everyone sees similar sort of things, don't they?
Yeah.
So it's like not just your brain creating it, it's just this somewhat like everyone sees a similar sort of thing.
Yeah.
So is that like the afterlife that we're seeing?
It'd be a shame if we're just dying, that's all she wrote.
Yeah, I don't think it's that, me.
I do.
Yeah, I used to do, but no, not anymore.
What's changed your mind though?
Probably psychedelics, DMT and mushrooms and stuff like that.
But what in particular? Have you seen something that you think?
No, do you know what? No, I mean, I've seen loads of stuff. I just felt it. Do you know what I mean? But I don't know.
I think I brought it up on the podcast before, so I studied it because of what happened with my dad, that the Buddhist philosophy of what they believe. So in their religion, if you commit suicide, let's just say you were destined in the writing to live to 75, 85, 95, whatever the number might be, you don't pass over. If you take your own life, you don't pass over until that. So you'll just walk this sort of, not necessarily a ghost, but your spirit's almost trapped here.
I've heard about that.
Imagine that fucking thing. That'd be awful, wouldn't it?
Well, so you think that obviously we see each other now as humans as just loads of spirits walking about who only see each other as spirits and can also see humans.
We can only see a certain spectrum of light, can't we? And because we can't see everything that's actually here. We can only see what our eyes can see. But there might be much more.
I feel like there'd be some way of seeing it though, especially with technology now.
That's what DMT is, isn't it?
Well, yes.
And ayahuasca.
Yeah. Probably, mate. It's probably a bridge to that next.
My mate just asked me to go do an ayahuasca ceremony.
Where?
Next year. Well, they come over from Peru or whatever to do it. But I'm in such a good place at the minute that I don't really want to change how I feel.
I think. Have you got to be careful when you're a fighter? You don't want to soften yourself up too much.
That's what I thought then. I thought I feel great. Do you know what I mean? And imagine if I've heard of people doing it and then they don't want to fight no more and stuff like that. So I'm thinking, nah, I'm not going to do it. I ain't done mushrooms in a while either. I done mushrooms in 8. I did them once this year, I think, and other than that, I haven't done for ages.
You don't want to wake up out of that mindset of wanting to kill and fight and... If it just softens the edge off a little bit, it could lose that touch.
Could do, yeah. That's why I don't want to do it.
Yeah, that won't be ideal, would it?
Come on,
You're
Ellis,
probably just
tell
destined.
the viewership, how long are you weed sober now?
What date we on?
It's keeping a fucking, like a AA thing. Like.
30th, so 45 days exactly today.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, now. What is that from when we were training?
So my last smoke was the 15th of October, day after my fight. And then I flew to Morocco, and then that was the last time I had it.
Nice.
To be fair, I don't feel that much different. Like, I suppose, I don't feel that much different. Like, I don't feel like a new man, but because I'm not smoking, I'm not having them days where I'm beating myself up, or if I do lose a little bit of discipline, I'm not blaming it on something else. I'm like, right, I notice it after one day. Like yesterday, I would, basically, when I go see my missus, I'll fuck the journaling off. I'll not do any breath work, so I'm like a bit of a weirdo. And then on my drive home, I'll be like, right, I've had 2 days of not doing this. I need to get back to it. Whereas normally I'd come back, smoke, not do it for another 2 days, smoke again.
Yeah.
And then because I'm not smoking now, I get myself back into that routine again quick.
That's it. If I had a missus, I'd just be lazy as well. Like, it just makes me lazy having a bed. Just lay about, smoking weed.
In a way, I'm dreading moving to Warrington because purely for that reason, when I'm with Emily, stuff does go out window.
Yeah.
You get comfortable as well.
Too comfortable, yeah.
You don't want to, even basics, you don't want to get out of a warm bed on a morning.
Yeah,
it's all
it's
these little
nice,
things
isn't
that
it?
if you're by yourself in bed there, you'd be like, let's get it going.
Yeah, that's it.
You're sat there with a bird, it's warm, you're thinking.
Go in training, it's nice to sit home and be in bed and go training, and yeah, it makes you lazy.
Yeah, especially now there's a child on the way. I can say that now.
Official.
Yeah.
Can say it. Fucking
Congratulations.
official. Thank you very much,
Congrats,
my man.
mate.
Cheers. Josh, I reckon. What's the timeline for Josh following suit?
How old are you?
I'm 35.
Soon, I reckon.
But he's in a
Don't tell
predicament.
I'm in a predicament though, mate. Because Amy is very much committed to the fact that it has to be traditional, so I've got to get married first. So, you know.
Is it married or is it engaged?
No, marriage, mate.
You've got to be full on.
Yeah, so because what most
That's the
boys do,
rules.
let's be honest, speak with lads here. If you knew that the engagement ring were going to bring you a kid, you just fucking you'd get it, wouldn't you? But she's fast tracking it where it's not them people who get engaged for fucking 5 years. It's like, no, get engaged to get let's get it. Let's show on the road. Let's not fuck around. Which I get it. It's smart business.
You'd hate wedding day, I bet.
Yeah, I just want like maybe you three there or something. It's just fucking. I don't
Just
like
a registrar, I do.
for what I do, like in sales and stuff. People think I'm very extrovert. I'm not me.
No.
So I've watched my friends do it. You know, just like I'm not against tradition, but you know all them speeches and the day is pretty much a spotlight on you and the missus.
Just get yourself
Gives
to
me-
Vegas and just do them drive-through weddings.
Yeah, and then I'm thinking doing like abroad, get it signed off, get it do.
Oh, so you are thinking
yeah,
of it?
do whatever I need to do here to get it like legal, and then just throw a party.
Yeah.
Not like a formal wedding thing. And you know, I can't see me doing that, but we'll see.
No, I don't. I think it's a lot of bollocks and it's a massive waste of money. I won't get married.
I agree.
I can't imagine I'll ever get married.
Unless the missus's dad, because that's tradition, isn't it? The girl's dad's meant to
I
pay
think
I hope
for it.
Alan's
Billionaire
not.
race, let's get
yeah,
married.
Yeah,
You know
I hope
what I mean?
Alan's not listening to this, but I can't see that happening, bro.
It's definitely going to be a registrar
pocket.
job, innit?
Yeah, hopefully. What's that, about 12 quid?
Yeah. What's your love life, Johnny? Still fucking...
I'm avoiding women.
Still gay?
Yeah.
Jokes aside, we can blurt this out if you want. Have we had any inboxes from the ring girls?
Not in boxes, no.
We had a few little interactions.
I think a couple of them like my photos and followed me and that, but I ain't bothered with them. I ain't bothered. I ain't messaged no girls. I ain't done nothing. I've just been making sure my life's going well. My life's going good. You know what I mean? Like I say, if I get a bird, I'll be a lazy bastard.
Just
Sit back.
derail that momentum completely.
Yeah. And when I get where I want to be, I'll get a woman.
Are you one of them where if you do get a little bit involved with a woman, it ends up just rolling quick?
No, I don't. I've only had two girlfriends, and like I just don't wife none of them.
No.
I just have casual relationships, very casual, like 1 or 2 times, and then rarely see a girl more than a few times, and then unless I really like them.
And do you let them know that pretty much up front?
Yeah.
See, that's always been my fault.
Yeah, you're straight into fucking fire.
Yeah, but it's because the total opposite reason, bro. I'm like, if I get with a girl, I kind of want to show them I'm a little bit serious. I don't want to make them feel like I'm just shagging them. So I'm like, no, I like you. Let's just see how it goes. And then next minute, bro, next minute they're moving in. That's how I get myself in them
Yeah,
situations.
toothbrushes there, that's game over.
That's it.
No, people get on my nerves too much as well. I just do my head in.
Do you really enjoy your own company?
Yeah. Yeah, when I'm with people, I'll be out and I enjoy it, do you know what I mean? But then I want to get home, that's when I'm just, yes, this is nice.
I'm like that every Sunday when I go to, because we alternate weekends. When she comes to mine, I'm like, gets to Sunday, I'm like, what time are you going today? And then when I'm at her, she's like, what time are you going to? I'm like, about 1 o'clock. And then when I'm on drive home, I'm like, yes, I've got like a week of just doing my own shit again.
Yeah, it is
Nice.
Game over fucking Christmas, mate, that for you, unfortunately. Unlucky.
Big move.
You've got severe anxiety about that?
Nah, I don't, to be fair, I'm avoiding thinking about it, but I know it's coming, so it's a weird one.
And just moving away from your city as well.
That I'm not too fussed about because it's an hour's drive, and like I said before, I don't really see that many people, to be honest. I only see my family once or twice a week. I see Josh more than anybody else. I don't see any of my other friends, so
Yeah.
when I can just travel back, do a podcast, see people, get back to being over there, so I'm not too stressed about that. It's more just being under the same roof with a woman again, full time. Didn't work out well last time, so.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And then once I get it in my head, I'm one of them where if there's a few consecutive days of shit, I just start thinking, let's go back to old school. Let's go back to being what I used to be like. But then I get in that situation again, which I'm hoping I never do now. Obviously, I've got a kid on the way. I'm hoping that this is just it forever. But never say never. You never know what could happen. And I don't want to have that mindset where I feel like cutting everyone off, because I do just get that.
Yeah.
I get it for jumping into a relationship, but I also get it for jumping out when I feel like it's not working.
You've watched Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah.
The scene, I always remember the scene, so you know the Duchess, beautiful. I
Yeah.
don't know, what's she called in real life?
Margot Robbie.
Yeah. So obviously he gets with the Duchess, and there's that scene where he's just getting water chucked on him in bed. I visualised that being somewhat you, if I'm honest.
That's been me this morning, to be fair, isn't it? It's one of them. I've been invited to board of directors Christmas do for Warren Spencer, who've had on podcast. Me and him have got a business together.
Right.
And I did have plans with Emily and her family to go to a comedy show, which I went to last year. Cold.
I am, yeah, it's fucking freezing in there.
Yeah.
Get eating on, mate.
Let's get this fired up. So I've been invited to this board of directors thing. She's like, well, can I come? So my first impression, I'm a bit of a pleaser. Yeah, you'll be able to come, just to stop any arguments or don't. And now I've actually thought about it, and I've looked at poster, and it says, yeah, we're going to talk money, we're going to talk business plans. And then I'm just thinking, there's no other missus invited to this director's do. So I've had to say, he's like, just put it straight, just say it's a business thing, you're getting paid.
Yeah.
So I've just sent that text and then put my phone on flight mode. So all hell could have brought loose when I undo that flight mode, bro.
Let's talk a little bit of fighting, mate. Obviously, BKFC last weekend. I don't want to ask you the same questions of people who probably listen to you on Fuse and whatnot, just how you break that down. Are you obviously very happy with the result and ready to push on?
Yeah, I don't think the fight could have gone much better. Even the fact that I got headbutted in got split just added to drama, didn't it? We don't know how good he was. We hadn't seen him before. I heard Lou from Fuse said he were all right when he seen him in his thing, and I seen him in a glove fight against a kid who wasn't very good, and he stopped the kid pretty quick. But yeah, I went out at first. Just got a feel, just a bit of distance. See, my first entry, I was sloppy, do you know what I mean? I jumped in, I heard Joe shout, calm down, do you know what I mean? But I hadn't had much sparring either, because I only sparred about 5 times. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to keep the momentum. I know I've got this finger that I need to get sorted. Well, it's sorted.
What's happened to the finger?
It's called mallet finger, basically.
From the fight?
From the fight, yeah. So I felt it pop. It went first round. When you hit someone, it like does this bit here, from compressing. I've actually done it before, but I snapped it before. And I've just got to be in this 8 week in this, because otherwise I was going to leave it. I'm waking up every day and it was getting further.
Yeah, I've seen it when people's fingers do that.
I woke up and I was thinking that'd be all right. Anyway, I woke up and my finger was like that. I thought, shit, I was telling people I'm gonna have to go to hospital today. And I went, yeah, broken. X-rayed, it's broken. Got it in this, like I say, 8 week. So so I didn't get much sparring. So actually, when I went in, I was just sort of like, it felt pretty new, because I haven't been doing, like I said, much sparring. Done plenty of training. But I injured my nose as well, so I couldn't spar. And then I did my back. I didn't train for a week before the fight. My back went. I did 10 twos on bag with 30-second rest, and after that I went down to do some burpees, and my back went, and I fucking couldn't move. And for a full week, my back was fucked. I just didn't stay out really. And then I was all right for fight, like it was sound. It actually loosened off in fight. It was fucked and loosened off in fight. But where were I?
First exchange, sloppy.
Yeah, I sort of just jumped in on first exchange. Like I say, I heard Joe scream, just calm down. Then I just calmed down. I just, seeing what he was doing, just watched him a little bit at first. Like after about 45 seconds, I'd sort of worked him out. And then once I caught him, that was nice catching with them 2 body shots, and he dropped because I think the referee kept jumping in on the. And every time we clinched, it was obviously a boxing referee, and he was just trying to jump in straight away and won't let his work clinch. He tried to, when I dropped him body shots, he tried to break that clinch. As soon as we clinched, he would try to jump in. That's not BKFC rules, is it?
No.
So when I caught him with them 2 body shots, end at round. But he was saying, come on, because I was agitating him, I think, by not going on to him. I was letting him come on to me. Anyway, and then end of round, I says, I've won this round. I says, come, you've got to come on. Do you know what I mean? And then, yeah.
Do you think the headbutt were intentional?
I don't know. I don't think it. Well, I don't know, because when I've watched it back, it looked like he tried to headbutt me earlier on in the fight. But I don't know if he was just coming in with his head. But at the time, I thought it were intentional. I thought it just went bang. It looked like he'd just gone boom and headbutted me and hit me hard. Do you know what I mean? And I thought, as soon as I thought, and I knew it'd cut me because it cut him, and I thought, shit, imagine if that's what goes through your head. I thought, all these people come watch me. If I get stopped on this head clash.
Yeah, we said that when we were watching the fight, weren't we? We were thinking, fucking
because did you hear the thud it made? It might sound like something slapping. So again, something boom. Yeah, fucking. I keep forgetting what I'm talking about.
You've been on premium sauce this morning.
Have we been on fucking 2 sticky?
Yeah. Yeah, I shouldn't have smoked.
Where's the scars gone, bro? You've healed up pretty quick.
No, that is, you can't even see it, can you?
Nah.
4 stitches, took them out, and it's hard with that. I thought I was going to look hard as well. I thought, I'll look hard with this scar. I've got a scar. I'll still have kids walking down the street staring at me.
I've got to ask, mate. Are we going to be going for an headband next time? Braids? Are we going to fucking hell? There were a lot of hair pulling back, weren't there?
This is what everyone said. I'll just get it braided.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna grow it long again now.
Sugar Sean style.
I cut it off because people in the street, people kept trying to rag my hair out when I was fighting them. But I'm not gonna be fighting in the street anymore. I've decided. Stupid, innit? Got a big clump pulled out of it and stuff. So I'm just gonna braid it when I fight, and I'm gonna grow it long and get in a bobble again.
It was a fan favourite, that one. Were it weigh-in video that you had a few messages about?
Yeah.
Mostly
women.
Yeah, when you stepped on scales and you do your first little run through your hair.
One of them was my mum. Who's that? I'm like, stay away from him.
I thought you told him because he did it in first 5.
They do love that.
In first round, he did it like 5 times in this. I thought Josh must have told him that were a woman pleaser, so
I
he's
knew
just been
that we were
chucking
going to be doing it all the fight as well. Like I knew because.
Well, some people have little habits I've watched. Some people play around with the shorts or do little things with their hands. I didn't know if it was just a little quirk you've got or whether it was getting in your fucking way.
No, well, it does. It just drops down into my eyes, and I proper wanted to. Obviously, someone's going to punch in you. I want to make sure it went out of my eyes, so I was doing it a lot. Yeah. But they kept commenting on it. I mean, good job I boxed well and all, because I've just been that'd have been it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just fucking him, just messes with his hair and gets chinned.
Yeah. Have you seen them like? What is it? Gen Z kids? What's it? 2000 kids, and they're always like this because they have a fringe in front of eyes, like Justin Bieber, and they go try and flick it.
A lot of them do that. I don't know what.
No, they go like that. Try and flick it out their eyes. But I've seen kids with fucking habits, man. I'm glad you don't do that. That's a more cooler habit.
Yeah, when they shake their head like that.
Yeah. But defo get the braid. You should get a bit of colour in it. Something. Just go fucking all out.
Yeah, it's fucking big plaits with all fucking green in them. Or something.
Get something crazy.
We did say, didn't we, though, that it were good that you got to showcase your skills.
Yeah, went a little bit longer.
Went on a little bit longer. I feel BKFC, especially from watching what they've been doing with their marketing, putting a spotlight on you, which I'm buzzed for.
Yeah, they have since that fight, haven't they?
Yeah, you can just see there's more reels out there. Obviously, you've been putting yourself out there a little bit more, which helps your corner. You've been calling some big names out. What do you see next? Because obviously you were meant to fight Bonner, which is a little bit of a bigger name, I believe, in that fraternity. There's the Keane fight.
Keane, I went to fight that Keane first. He said he didn't know about it, but I don't know about that. But then Bonner broke his nose, and then I got a match with Abel.
Is the Bonner fight still on cards?
I don't think so now.
No.
He's had one win, one loss. I'm thinking, because Turney, I don't think Turney's going to fight me. I think, what's he called? Paul Cook.
Paul Cook would be a good
We're both 2-0.
Yeah,
So
I was
that'd be a
impressed
good
with Paul
fight.
Cook.
Yeah.
Paul Cook, you said it were a ticket seller's decision?
Paul Cook's fight? Did I?
It's in vlog anyway, mate, so yeah, he don't like you.
But what? Fucking me and
Oh,
Paul.
is he a ticket
Me
seller?
and Paul Cook on next show then if he wants. No, he did have a lot. He did have a big crowd, but wait, no, Paul Cook.
Paul Cook fought.
No, you're on about Cook. You're on
I'm
about
on about Conor.
Yeah,
Conor Cook.
fought.
Sorry,
Conor
Is it,
Cook's
innit?
way bigger.
sorry. Yeah, I'm on about Conor Cook. Paul Cook. Yeah, I wasn't that impressive actually.
Well, yeah.
No.
No. Well, it's 2-0, and I'm 2-0. I mean, who else is? I mean, obviously, like, whoever they want me to fight, I'll fight. The bigger the name, the better for me. But I think Paul Cook's a pretty decent name, and he was a good MMA fighter.
MMA
that
fighter.
Who did Paul Cook fight again? Remind me that one.
He fought your mate,
fought
Nevin.
Oh, Nevin.
Nevin, both lovely kids as well. Nevin's a proper sound lad, and I didn't speak to Paul Cook very much, but just seemed like a proper nice lad.
Fair play to Nevin though. He takes hard fights as well. He's come on leaps and bounds as well since. Did he fight on BKB before?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
he did,
I
but
think he's on fought on the same show as me.
Yeah.
And he weren't nowhere near as good as what he is now. So he was quite impressive.
Well,
but
he fought Franco Tenaglia, didn't he? And that was a right good fight. He was beating Franco Tenaglia, and then he got caught with a shot, and he got a bit cut up. He had a few decent cuts. Got dropped, and he didn't make count, but he was unlucky there. And then it could have gone either way. Could have with
Paul
Nevin.
Cook's fight, yeah.
Sorry, with Paul Cook, yeah. So it
Yeah,
was
100%.
unlucky.
As did obviously the reel that you put on with the red corner when you mentioned commentating his name.
That was straight after the fight, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the red corner, yeah.
And then I saw Connaughton, he put a story on after. Did you see that?
Yeah.
And he'd mentioned something like, I've been in this game since 2019. I've fought the best in the world. I was a BKB champion. I think he was a bit, not offended that he keeps getting called out, but he kind of put a stop to it, didn't he? He was like, these fighters who are like 2-0 calling me out, you've got a lot to learn. What did you think to that?
I mean, I don't know the standard. The standard wasn't right great before, was it? So I don't know his beat. I haven't followed his career, but I can't imagine they were that good. So I think he's had 9 fights as he had.
Yeah.
He's had 9-1-7.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. But he got folded up by Ricardo, didn't he?
Yeah.
And who else has beat him?
With that last fight we lost against the Gypsy.
Lindsay.
Yeah.
Oh, that Jake Lindsay. I've seen that fight as well, yeah.
That was a good fight. That could have gone either way though.
Yeah.
Conor knocked him down a couple of times. I
Yeah,
think
he
he
got
knocked Conor
drops,
down
yeah.
a few times, yeah.
I mean, I'm definitely at that level. It's just, you know, I don't expect him to jump to fight me, but I think everyone knows I'm on that level as well. You know, you can just see from that performance. I don't think many people look as polished as me when they're fighting. They can say they're at top level, but we don't know who's at top level yet, do we? Because we haven't fought each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's going to get tasty. It's bare knuckle. It's going to get super tasty.
It's not like boxing where they just try and build people up and pad records and stuff. They seem to just want to shut people in with each other. I know Conor's not padding his record, but he's basically saying, I've had 9 fights. Wait till you get up to this level.
He's in a position after 9 fights where he can sort of dictate, because he's a bit of a face of it, innit? You know what I mean? He's a bit of a character in it. So he can do, but eventually, you know, he's going to have to fight. He's going to have to fight the proper lads, which he hasn't really been doing. I mean, even that Jake Lindsay, when I seen him, he don't look ridiculous, does he? I know he's one at top ranking to people, but it's going to get there. There's going to be some absolute wars, and there'll be some quick knockouts as well. Do you know, when people are proper, like, really good boxers, you get caught, you're fucked. You aren't going to come round from it, because they'll catch you, and then they'll catch you and catch you and catch you, and then you won't even know what's going on. So, and it could happen either way. If 2 elite fighters, I mean, it's not like boxing where you can recover from a punch because you've been hit with a glove, and then you might get caught a few more times. But with a glove, you've got that bit of padding. You get caught, you get wobbled, you get caught another twice, you're down, at least, you know, and then you back up. If you get back up, you can be down like that again. It's too easy.
Yeah. Abel seemed to lose face after that last. The last combination that stopped him. You could see when he hit the floor, he had some sort of panic, didn't he? Like that, and then he looked at ref and he was like, "I don't want it." But he seemed game as fuck all the way up until that point. It's like something hit him, and he just like, "Nah, that's it, quit."
He thought that I'd hit him like that. He said, you hit me like this, and I didn't. But I know what it means, because I've been hitting eye myself before, and it just feels like someone stabbed you in your eye. What I did, I caught him with that body shot, which would have beautiful. If I'd have hit him a little bit different, it would have finished him. But it sort of hit him in his front of his abs here, and it sort of lifted. You see when it lifts him off his feet. caught him with that, and it would hurt to the body, so he's dropping his arms like this. So I was tapping. I think I threw like a couple of taps to the body just to bring his arms down again, and I've tapped him in the chest with thing, and I've just fired a straight jab, a stiff jab straight into his eye, and that's what's dropped him. And he's like felt like he'd been stabbed in. That's why he's going, you do this, you know, fucking. But I didn't. I just punched him straight in his eye.
So what if you did fucking do like bare knuckle fighting?
Well, exactly, yeah.
Isn't it? I saw Liam Harrison put a story on yesterday. He shared your video. Did you see that? And he was like, obviously impressed and saying, "Oh, he's a good-looking kid, but he can fucking fight." Yeah. BKFC get him a contract signed. Have you spoke to BKFC about getting another fight lined up, or if you're going to get a new contract or out?
Well, I signed a free fight contract.
Have you?
Anyway, that's what I signed when I first signed with them. So my next fight will be my last fight on this contract, and then hopefully they'll put some numbers on it.
Yeah. Is any talks of an opponent yet? At all?
No. I mentioned to Andy Bakewell about fighting Paul Cook. I ain't heard all back about that, but it's going to be way off anyway. It's going to be next year. I've got 8 weeks in this, and then obviously got like a proper 3-month camp on it. So, but I think they said it was like May anyway before the next show in the north of England. So yeah, that'd be perfect for this healing and for having a proper camp.
Have you decided on weight? Now you're going to stick to 75.
Yeah, I'm going to stick to 75.
And how does your training change for that? Can mean you can do a bit more S&C, some more weights,
Yeah, just not have to starve myself. Like when I was trying to make this weight, I got down to 76, and then they told me I was going to fight at 76. So I just stayed there, but I was having like 2 meals a day and training hard. You know what I mean? It's not. I do get used to it, but I get skinny and I don't like it. I'm just gonna get on weights now. I'll probably get up to about 85 kilo or something. You know, because I'll be able to do weights, but I won't be able to punch with this. So that's all I'm gonna be able to do. I will do a little bits, but. I went the other day and did one hand, just practicing with backhand, just slipping and just catching shot, kill shots, stuff like that. But get on weights, get to about 85 kilo and just hang it off around there. And then when I start training, I'll drop it down. I mean, I'll only drop down to about 79 kilo, and then I do a water cut to get to 75 anyhow. So it'll be perfect for me.
I know you mentioned that when you hit the lower weights, it somewhat gives you a bit more motivation to train. As you start going through the levels of competition now and you're fighting better boys, well, is that just going to internally motivate you anyway?
Yeah, that's going to motivate me. Yeah, fighting people who I think, it's dangerous to fight. I'm going to get as fit as I possibly can. Whereas before, it's just like, I'd fight anyone at any time anyway. So I'm fighting someone who I just don't think is as good as me. It's hard for me to get up to get fit.
That's what I've said before.
I do enjoy training. That's not how I mean it, but, putting yourself in that place where it's horrible, like the training, like your lungs are burning. If you ain't got something to really aim for, it's hard. I mean, if I didn't have a fight, I wouldn't be able to do that. I wouldn't do cardio if I wasn't fighting. I wouldn't. I didn't for years. It's shite. But if you've got a fight to do, it's good.
We spoke to Blakey. I think you'd already mentioned it to us. That's why we brought it up to Blakey, didn't it, when we went to Breathe Manor Farm. He was telling us a story about you going and getting that van back for him. I think you mentioned it to us on last pod, were it?
No, I didn't. He mentioned it. I've heard he mentioned it.
Yeah. Well, he mentioned it. Yeah.
Might blur this out. It's criminality, this though, isn't it?
Nah, you didn't break any law. You just went to.
You collected a van.
That's it, bro. That's funny as fuck.
Yeah, serious firm showing up there, innit? You don't want to fuck it.
Were you and Aziz?
No, not Aziz.
Oh, not.
Me and two of my pals. Josh. It was Josh and who rung me. He rung me. I just woke up at like 8:30 in the morning. He's like, "Oh, fucking, do you want to earn a wage today, bro?" I'm like, "I don't know, what is it?" He says, "We just need to go get this van back for my mate. We just need you in case it gets heavy." I'm like, "How much is it?" He told me. I said, "Sound, yeah, let's do it." So I won't mention numbers, but anyway, we're on way there and we're bringing these kids and they're answering phone and that, but they've been saying to Blakey that they're going to chop him up with a machete and that. So, we were ready for all. Anyway, we pulls up and they come to meet us and I jumped out and I went straight up, but they'd been up all night and sniffed these kids.
Had they?
And they must have been talking shit when they don't sniff and they just don't come down and they just shit themselves. So it will not even happen. They just give us keys. I couldn't even slap him, you know what I mean? He was scared, this kid, so I just took keys and that was it. We just drove van home. It was easy work.
Big statement, and it sniffed up saying I'm going to chop you up. Fucking hell, that's a bit severe.
We've all been there, aren't we?
No. No, I haven't.
Give it bigger though.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Not chopping folk up, that's a bit fucking intense for me, is that?
That's funny. What else is going on there apart from recovering from fight? Anything?
In my life,
Yeah.
not a right lot.
Just
mate.
chilling.
Just chilling. I've got a cold at the minute, so yeah, fucking chilling. I've been buzzing since fight. I mean, I can feel it sort of a little bit coming down now. Do you know what I mean? Like social media slowing down a little bit, and because after the fight, it was like, but like how many people had you and just message you, "Hi mate, you okay?" It's like, come on.
Yeah.
Like I ain't got time for this.
Yeah.
My inbox is full. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's been good though. Do you know what I mean? Thank you for actually messaging me. No, still, even though I might not message back.
Does that not give you a bit of a bug to want to like push social media a bit more? You're not about that?
Yeah, it does now actually. Yeah. Well, Liam messaged me about it. Liam Harrison, just give me some advice, to build my following and stuff like that, because that's what's going to get me the fights as well and get me the money. So yeah, that's what I do need to do. Even though I'm not really a social media sort of person, I have got social media. I've had it for a long time, but I'm not really I'm not no influencer. Do you know what I mean? It's not really
Most of these fighters are probably the same as you, mate. They're probably like, fuck that, I just want to train and do my thing. But
well, that's it. But it's all part of it now, isn't it? It's part and parcel. Like we see with all Jake Paul stuff and all that. It's like fucking, you've got to do it, or no one will know you are.
So have you said to Liam that you're going to do it, and are you actually going to put it into play, or?
Yeah, it's just I just make sure I film some of my training, put my training on, just keep people interested, that sort of thing.
Yeah, get some.
It is a necessary evil now, isn't it?
It's a shame, innit, really, but yeah. It is.
Well, I think once you get to a certain level, you want to be running your own stuff, but when you get like, so UFC, for example, I think they do a really good job of promoting the fighters. I would ascertain that as BKFC continues to grow and develop, they'll be coming out to you and filming promos for you and trying to put a spotlight on the fights, because for me as a fan, that's what I latch onto when I'm going to watch, because there's so many fights to watch now, sport's getting bigger and bigger. It's the people you almost latch onto, and you want to watch them and follow their journey. And I think UFC do a really good job of that. I think BKFC will follow suit. I've just watched what they've done with Alvarez and Perry. They're doing a better job. It's almost like an embedded style. You get to know the fighters. It's a must.
Yeah, but they do that with Americans. They're not doing that over here at all.
There's a little bit. So I watched with Holmesy last night. I watched his fight back, and I watched the actual pay-per-view. They do little bits, but it's not current. It's not. They haven't gone and filmed them for that camp. It's a lot of existing B-roll, existing footage, and they've just sort of tried to package it together and fit it together. But I feel as the money grows and sponsors come to the table, which will happen more and more, they have to put a spotlight on the fighters. That's who's... Yeah. Because one thing that I can't wrap my head around is, I know there's always going to be ticket selling involved and the stressful side of, can you sell tickets and do this and that, but ultimately for me, if the promotion's doing their job, they should be filling the stadiums, and they should be... That the fighters... Build a personal brand around the fighters, no doubt, but let them train and fight and just let them just focus on the task at hand.
Yeah, I think it will get to that point where you don't have to sell tickets anymore, and then they'll just all do it. Become that popular. I mean, it's exciting to watch, and it'll become that popular that, we will have to sell tickets, hopefully, anyway.
I think they need to get it figured out as well, so I don't know how easy this would be to do. Fight TV broadcast at this time, but I know they've got the BKFC TV as well, that you can get a feel for if you're a pay-per-view seller as well. So your social media following is transacting to pay-per-view buys. There needs to be somewhat of a drink in there for the fighters as well to push that. Yeah,
well, it's just that being an exciting fighter, that innit, the pay-per-view sort of thing. No one wants to see a boring fight. If you bring an exciting style, which I do, you'll do well.
I just don't think there's like you just said then, to be able to track your pay-per-view sales.
Difficult.
Yeah, because I'm not going to lie, there's no offense to any BKFC fighters, nobody's pushing their own platform enough to make their own sales. I know Danny Christie's probably the biggest followed UK BKFC fighter, but he's not pushing his own link. Is it for that reason that he's not getting his own pay-per-view sales? But not a lot of fighters over here are interested in that, probably because of the fact that BKFC are not giving it. But
did they give you the numbers of how many people have watched the pay-per-view?
No,
I don't think.
What I think they should. Well, if you look on the prelims thing, it's like 200,000 people watch the prelims. Yeah, which, you know what, I'm glad I'm on the prelims, because a lot of casual people who won't even watch the thing might watch the prelims. Like I say, we don't know how many people watch the actual pay-per-view.
I think if it were 200,000, that'd be
a similar transition, maybe.
That's massive numbers, though. That really. Think about that. How much would it? 15 quid a thing. It's a lot of money.
It depends, yeah. If you buy through BKFC, it's a little bit more at a minute, than Fight TV is what, $9.99 a month.
Well, if they're getting that numbers, mate, they should be definitely putting more money into fighters and filming stuff.
Yeah, it needs to happen. Needs to happen.
Definitely, just pay us more.
I could see Johnny imagine. So when UFC kicked on and they were struggling, then they did the Ultimate Fighter. If you could do a professional version of bringing the spotlighted fighters who are getting attention and fighting, well, bring them into a bit of a show type series.
Tournament
get people,
sort of.
yeah.
Obviously, you couldn't do more than you shouldn't do more than one fight in one night. Ben.
How does Ultimate Fighter
No.
work? Weren't they just fight once a week, and a team A would fight team B, and then you just get to the final, and then there'd be a big event for the final?
Yeah, but you could go a little while without fighting on there because obviously there's probably 10 people in each team and only 1 or 2 people are going to fight on that one night. But Dana's even put on, like we said on last pod, a slap sort of Ultimate Fighter style now. Or that slap thing.
It's fucking
They've
crazy.
done a thing like
That's
Ultimate
crazy,
Fighter, bro, where they're all living in the same house and shit.
I can't get my head around that slap thing.
It's
I
crazy.
don't know why.
Innit?
It's not good to watch, and it definitely ain't good to do. Imagine getting the faces are out of like this, and they're getting slapped, and they're like, come, pretending to letting a man slap you around your face. It doesn't make any sense
Does
whatsoever.
it?
I mean, them people are gonna have no brain cells. They're gonna what's that thing that people
CTE.
get? Yeah, that's what they're gonna get, 100%.
I don't know though, because how many slaps would you say they're getting maximum per slap off?
Well, I don't know. I've only seen highlights, but I've seen people with the face like
Yeah,
Black
there's definitely some face trauma there, but I think brain trauma, you're only getting maximum 10 slaps and you're probably getting knocked out, aren't you?
Yeah,
But
but
you stood square on though.
Yeah, and you're letting someone hit you like in a fight. You've been trying to move away, so when the hit, you might go into the shot, but when you most of the time you're going to be taking a shot at something. You literally stood there and letting someone slap you without. I mean, fucking hell, you knock a man out with a slap.
Yeah.
Like, it's exactly the same. It's just softer on the palm. Fuck that.
How much
I won't
how
like
much bag are you needing to take part in something like that?
I wouldn't do it, mate.
It's not at all.
I'd do it for 20k. I'd do it
I
for
wouldn't be
20k.
involved.
And I'd try and make sure I go first, and I just put everything into that first slap. And then if he slaps me too hard next time, I'd be like, nah, you can have it. I'll have my 20 bags.
For Dana
hell.
to do that though, he must see something in it
There's
because he's
but-
built that UFC brand up, and then to
Dana's proper big in that slap up, mate. He's saying the numbers that slap's bringing in. He said a figure. He said like the last slap brought more than. I'm not even going to try and guess what it was, but it basically made out as if that one event brought more than 4 like MMA events that he'd put on or something like that in numbers.
I'm a sport enthusiast, but I don't watch that.
No, I don't watch it, but over there, I think he's proper in with all streamers and stuff. He gets all big streamers and influencers to come and from them putting stories on and doing lives and stuff like that, it proper boosts
Growing
slap
it.
uploads.
Fair play.
So he must see something in it for him to do that. But BKFC should do like a fighter's house sort of thing.
Oh, that would be good. Yeah,
Even if it's just like a 2-month thing, getting all BKFC lads from over here into one house and just...
that would be class. That like a reality TV show.
Because we'd be able to put a fight on every week.
And do you know what is that? All the lads are proper sound. You know what I mean? It would be a good thing to watch.
Yeah.
Proper
But there
decent
would
watch.
also be a couple of lads in there that probably cause a bit of beef and a bit of shit in the house, which would be entertaining to
trouble
watch.
would come, you know, obviously, because we'd all sound because we're just backstage with each other, that, but obviously you live with people, they start doing your head and it would kick off probably. It would be great to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right.
It's an idea for Bakewell, is that?
Not like he'll fucking pull through with it, but we'll bring the idea up anyway.
It will grow, you know what I mean, and more stuff will happen. What I think they need to do with tickets is because loads of people were at that show. I only sold about 60 tickets or something like that. Loads of people at that show that should have got tickets from me, but they paid on door and stuff like that. They should have no paying on door, and they should, instead of having paper tickets,
It'll
they
be
should
good
have
to watch.
a link that the people go on and buy them, and they just click on the fighter name that they're coming to watch, and then that's your ticket sales then.
Yeah.
I think that's how they should do it.
And that's easy to do. That's simple to do,
Easy
isn't it?
to do. That's the easiest way to do it.
It's a basic affiliate link almost, isn't it?
No, that would be a good fight. I'd like to fight Rico, but he's obviously he's next in line to fight for world title, isn't he? And I hope he wins it. Do you know what I mean? I think he deserves it. Been in some great fights with Rico, but if he wins world title, give me a shot.
I think either way there, like you say, let's say that Paul Cook fight manifests first quarter of next year, you're in line for a big fight back end of 2024.
Yeah, I think so. One more big, knockout like that, which I'm coming to knock everyone out. That's how I fight. You know what I mean? It's that's my style. So yeah, another good stoppage, and then they can't really deny me a good fight, can they? Paul Cook's a good fight. He's a very tough man. It'd be hard to stop, but I can definitely stop him. I know I can stop anyone.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody will hit as hard as me at 75 kilo.
Who else is in that 75 category who's a name?
That's what I mean. I don't really know. That's why I said Cook, because we're just both 2-0. You know,
Yeah.
like none of it's personal. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not personal with Turney. It's not personal with Cook. It's not personal with Rico. You know, they're all fucking sound kids. But you know,
I feel like
we've all got to fight to see who's fucking best, haven't we?
Yeah, man. I feel like another thing they should do is they're putting like BKFC, where was that other show that they did day before your fight, in another country.
Like Croatia.
Bulgaria.
Bulgaria.
Didn't
I think like they should start doing a bit of cross country fighting as well.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna build UK fighters followings up in different countries and vice versa.
UK versus Bulgaria, and UK to America, all of them. Yeah, the class.
We got invited. We did the.
I was about to say that.
We did the commentating thing. We got a message next day from what was that show called?
Like a Ukrainian bare knuckle.
Ukrainian bare knuckle show, quite a big show. It's got like 100,000 followers. Messaged the Fully Game podcast thing saying, "Oh, will you boys come over and do some commentating on our show?" And we were fully game for doing it. Fully game. We were game for doing it, and I said, "Yeah, send us some details because it'd be good for vlog and it'd be a good experience."
Definitely, yeah.
So I said, "Yeah, what can you do?" And he was like, "Oh, we'll pay for your flight, we'll pay for your hotel," which is fair enough. We're gonna have to use a bit of his own money, but it'll be a good experience and good for us to film it.
Yeah, definitely.
I said, "Yeah, send me details." I went, "Well, you fly to Warsaw in Poland, then you get a train to Kiev. Kiev's obviously where all fucking shit's going down.
16-hour train, by the way.
So I didn't even think about any of these journeys and that. I was up for saying, I messaged Joshua, like, should we do it? He went, what, train from Warsaw to Kiev? Do you know how long that is? 16 hours. So I messaged the guy, I said, is it a long train journey? He went, yeah, but you can sleep on it. I was like, mate, that's fucking 3 days worth of travelling for
but then
4 hours of a show.
The funny part of the story is the next day, I might get his name wrong here. I'm sure it's Andy Walsh, something like that. I follow him.
I've heard of him.
And he's gone over there, and they were in the room videoing it, and air raid sirens are going off. I have to turn the lights off in their hotel room.
So that would be me and Josh.
Yeah, but imagine me. I'm not a fighter. I'd be fucking a full-blown panic attack. I'd be trying to run home. That's the fucking... I'm happy we dodged that one. Because I was toying with it, because I knew you wanted to go. I was just like... Let me find the details out. When I think I knew the 16-hour train journey would put you off, so I'm like, right, let's fucking call that a bad day.
So you use that against me then?
Yeah, pretty much.
So why the 16-hour train journey? Why not fly straight?
I don't think you can fly into it.
At the minute, it's no fly zone. You can't fly into the country.
Yeah, I thought that.
I said to him, is it safe? He went, yeah, it's fucking sound, mate.
Can you imagine Imagine what show would be like.
Show would be hectic, mate. Imagine how... Have you seen the videos of like the... face-offs and shit for them sort of shows, but they just knock each other clean out.
It's like if someone dies at whatever matter, they'll sweep them up.
Yeah, bury him.
Yeah, I need my own security. I think for something like that, that needs to be part of the deal.
We need to get a good vlog booked in, I think.
Yeah,
but we need to do something.
I think we need to get Jonny to Amsterdam.
Jonny would fucking run Amsterdam, mate. He'd just be smoking in every shop and be absolutely sound. You'd be running about. I'd be having to chase you.
Yeah.
And I'd just be weed free again, boys. Just
you not got any little... I know you want to stay in camp and stay fit. You've got no holidays planned, no carnage booked in?
I'm off to Dublin next weekend.
What's that
for? Next weekend. Just a lads do.
Have you seen what's happening over there at the minute?
Oh, yeah, they're booting off, aren't they?
Carnage.
Yeah.
Oh, Johnny's going for looting, innit?
Carnage.
Come on with a new
And McGregor's got really political. McGregor's using his influence there that he's got over Irish people for sure to push a message.
Is it?
Massively so.
He's been pulled up for it though, hasn't he?
Well, they said that hate speech, but come on, mate. If you don't speak on what they want you to speak about, then it's hate speech.
Yeah.
It's like just he's just saying his side of
If you
the
don't follow
story.
the narrative, yeah. I mean, I don't know what's been going on. I don't watch any news.
Well, there's been what's happening now, and it's not been broadcasted in the media, is stabbings. And they're saying, I don't know if it's true or not, that it's usually asylum seekers who are doing the stabbing people who aren't of our culture, are stabbing people.
But is it?
You don't know.
It could be government.
It could be. There's that, but what I can't wrap my head around is that the media aren't spotlighting it. So press, you'd want to know that, wouldn't you? If you're in a local area, if you live around here and there's been a stabbing, you'd want to know what's happened just so you're aware.
Yeah, of course.
Like it's not a narrative that it's like, no, this is factual, it's actually happened and there's been a stabbing. But the media don't show it. So whether it's because they don't want to incite any like repercussions like they do now, where people go out and just riot on the streets or try and get some sort of revenge, they just don't push that narrative. They just want to keep everyone sort of... They'll dictate the media that you see, and that's that.
I feel like they want to keep it quiet because if it is a refugee, after all this kicking off goes on about like, look after your own, stop letting these people in and all them, and they're like, no, you're being racist for telling us not to do that. Then when they have people come in, when they commit a crime like that and stab 2 or 3 kids and parents in a school, and then people can say, look, we told you what's going on. They don't want that to happen. They're just going to be like, right, shut up. Let's keep that down. Conor McGregor's hate speeching. All these rioters are doing wrong by looting. Don't take any blame for what's
I
going
don't
on.
think the government have got the infrastructure to deal with the people who are wanting to come over here. And there will be people who come over here who are seeking asylum who will want to adapt to our culture and make money and push. But there's also going to be people who come over, able-bodied men. You need to at least be doing the basics of, are they criminals? Are they criminals? Have they got any criminal charges that are related to violence, women, kids, weird stuff like that? That's a basic you should be doing.
Have you noticed that? So have you seen all like the hotels that are full of immigrants?
All round here.
Why are they all like young men? There's no children or women. It's all men, like soldier age. You know what I mean? That could fight. What are they here for?
I saw a photo of one of the guys. I can't remember if it was London. Picture of this refugee, and then a picture next to it, him in all ISIS gear, holding a beheaded head. And they're like, this is the person that you've let into this country.
It's not they're letting in, they're putting them up. Like, they're putting them up in the hotels. We've got our homeless all over the streets, and they're up putting them in hotels. And like I said, they're all young men. Where are the women and kids? I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's fucked up, to be fair.
I had an idea to go to these hotels before. A bad idea, didn't you?
I don't think it's a bad idea. I just don't think you'd get much out of it. I just feel like you just get shut down. There'd probably be a massive language barrier, and they'd probably just tell you to get fucked anyway.
When I've watched the videos online, they just seem to be real hostile. Even the staff, when you go to it, the staff must know what's going on. Because these hotel owners, let's say these average hotels around here that won't sell out every night.
No, well, you can't blame them, can you?
Business owners probably looking at it like that. Well, they're giving me 150 quid a night. It's guaranteed tenant for 6 months. You can't really fucking argue with business side of it there, but it's just... I think the government have just lost any form of control of being able to audit those people quickly. Well, let's just say they did come into a hotel for 2 to 3 days, and then we've got to do our thing with them to audit them. I just don't think that's happening. I don't think they've got the manpower. There's probably that many coming over to claim asylum and want to, maybe some of them want to work and get stuck in and do barbering and that like they seem to like to do, but I just don't know. I think they've lost control. I think they haven't got the infrastructure, and the government will never admit that. But if they could be open with the people and say, listen, there's mass immigration happening, there's mass asylum happening. We simply can't control it because the only answer to that is to stop the border, innit? So if you can't control it, the option is don't let them in.
Yeah, but it's like anything, they could stop it. They might look at COVID. Well, they did there. They shut the whole world down.
Yeah.
And, so they could stop them coming in. They could stop everything coming. They could stop drugs. They could stop absolutely everything. But they let it all happen. They're all part of it. I don't know I don't know what's going on. None of us know what's going on, but something's going on, and it's not what we think it is.
How the fuck are we still in $3 trillion worth of debt then?
It's all fugazi, man. It's all debt's already fake.
All they're going to do is print more money next year.
If you're in control of printing money, it's all
interest rates have gone up.
That's
now,
why
so
cost of living. That's why cost of living goes up. You print money. Remember, you might not know history too much, but Nazi Germany. They were walking around with briefcases because the money they were printing that much.
Hyperinflation.
No value to it.
Yeah.
They're having to walk around with briefcases to buy the shopping.
Well, that's what they're saying could happen now, isn't it? Hyperinflation, and then like a loaf of bread would be 10 grand. It don't make sense, does it?
Cost of living they have to figure that out because the people who are paycheck to paycheck they're the ones that are suffering now.
I don't know how they're getting by, most people.
I don't know.
I'm struggling myself.
Yeah, you see, I read we'll keep Ellis's name out of this, but I read an article the other day about middle class people who are now shoplifting more and more. Going into no, it's true this though. It would just going into sort of whether it be Tesco and just having to take the stuff.
Well, it's easy because if you don't look like a scruff, it's easy to shoplifting. Especially you can put stuff in your pocket, and if you get caught, you get caught. You just say, "Oh, sorry, I didn't know." And they'll just let you. It's not like police are going to come.
Oh, sorry, mate, I ran out of fans. I was just putting it in there till I got to till.
Yeah, that's it.
I've got a bad memory. Have you seen them people who just walk into a shop with bags, fill the cunts up, and walk out, and security can't stop you?
I've noticed so many people shoplifting lately. Like in Aldi, I go in Aldi, see people walking out with full fucking trolleys and out the wrong door all the time. Every time I go in now, you see people dropping in. No wonder.
That's mad. That I don't do it for shopping anymore. I might start doing it just to see stuff. But just walking straight out
with full fucking shopping.
What ribeye, steak, fillets, everything.
The lot.
That'll be Ellis if he carries on.
I was speaking to lasses behind the counter and they're at it all the time.
What lasses are people? They just say, "Oh yeah."
No, the lasses behind the counter told me people are just they go out through the indoor, they'll wait, and then when someone comes in, they'll just shoot out. They catch them sometimes, but a lot of time they'll just fucking run off down the road with trolley.
I can't blame them, mate.
It's a shame that maybe some people are taking the piss with it, but you've got to look after your own. It's a harsh
truth.
truth.
Starve.
Yeah.
Got to feed your kids, haven't you? I can't blame them whatsoever. Got no
Did
money.
you see Tommy Robinson at the show?
I didn't see him, no, but I knew we were there.
Yeah. Front and centre, wasn't he? He seemed to he got into a bit of trouble recently, didn't he?
Yeah, he got a lot of respect at the show though.
Did he?
Yeah, he was sat not far in front of us, and the amount of people that come up to him and shook his hand while he was just sat down,
Right.
one mad. He noticed us, didn't he? We went over and had a little chat to him. He asked us out pod and that we're doing, and then he's gone down to what parade was it last week?
I don't know. He's been doing a fair bit of
some
work, hasn't he?
some remembrance parade in London, and he went down there, and even just his presence, mate. Someone in Edda Police had said, right, find him. He's up to something. Get him out of there. And he was just sat in a coffee shop, just just drinking coffee. And
Smoking's on the man, baby.
that's because of new sponsor that we've just got, mate. Fucking Too Sticky Productions. If anybody's after some
CBD flower,
legal CBD flower, hit him up. But I haven't touched it, by the way. I'm still 45 days clean. But yeah, a police officer had come up to him and like said, "Oh, we've got to remove you from here because of stuff that you're about to do." And he's like, "About to do?" And he got arrested for it.
I seen he got arrested. I seen a video last night about that. Actually.
I watched him chin someone as well. You see that?
Yeah, bro.
He don't let anyone. I think his philosophy is probably similar to yours. You don't let anyone get in the space.
Yeah.
If there's a threat there, he deals with threat immediately.
But you know
this
what?
guy was saying, "I'll kill you," and he walked into range, and he just.
But
Were he like downside of a car?
Yeah, downside of a
That
car.
was a while back. That.
Oh, what?
Yeah, that was quite a while ago.
He's even smarter than just letting them get in range. He knows that they're not going to do anything because if they're going to do something, they'd have done it by now. He waits till people are recording. If you looked on that video, he checks and goes like as if say, "Are you recording?" So he knows it's happening. He says once more, "I'm telling you, mate, if you come near me again, I'm going to put one on you." Waits for him to step in, then gives him it because he knows he's fine now. This guy, and plus it just so happens that the guy fucking did this behind him, so he had a 100% right to be able to knock him out.
I'm sure that were in a different country. I'm sure that were in France or something like that.
Maybe.
And it was a while ago.
When he did the podcast, I won't swap lives with him, mate. What he's done, obviously, he's put his flag in the ground, and he's
Stood for what he's believed.
he's committed, he's dedicated to his cause and what he's pushing. But it must affect all elements of his life. That I've watched him even when he's just having dinner, on holiday with his kids. And you got people coming over with phone filming, knowing that the chance of you reacting when he's got a phone out is slim to none, and he's just you're getting abuse. It's just freedom of speech is almost dead now. You can't even have a stance, can you? Even if you don't agree with that stance, you've got to at least, even if you don't agree, you can listen.
Just people are just offended all the time, aren't they? Anything. Just offended by everything and anything. And
I
that's how they
I
want
had the conversation with Holmesy last night. The fear for me, I know we're going to this topic a fair bit. It's when we had Reese on and we were discussing like social media and how people consume content. Adults should be able to constrain themselves and be able to pick who they listen to and who they watch. But kids probably haven't got that bandwidth to truly understand that.
No.
So if they're just in their feed and that's all they're consuming and that's what they're taking in and that's their programming, you've got a real problem here. I know we've mentioned it before, like, the likes of China and these other states and these other societies, the police what the kids can watch. And I think they police it quite aggressively. So they're showing them engineering, entrepreneurship,
Well,
like math, science.
TikTok, innit?
Yeah.
Like TikTok,
And our kids are just
TikTok
watching.
just shows them a load of bollocks, and then their TikTok is actually educational.
Yeah.
But they made it.
Yeah.
So China made it. They educate their people, and then give the West all the shit.
Because it's like all these kids now, we joke about these influencers online, like your HS TikToker, your Neons, and your Aiden Rosses, the people who have got huge followings, who kids are majority watching those people. They're getting no sense out of that. They're getting entertained. It's funny. I get it. But I said this to Holmes yesterday as well. Can you remember when, I don't know if you two might want to be fighters, but when you were younger, you had sort of vocations that you wanted to do when you were younger. Whatever that might have been. Kids want to be firemen, astronauts, fucking whatever it might be in the sciences, if they were switched on. I don't think kids want to do that anymore. Are they even thinking about that anymore? They're probably thinking, I want to be an influencer, I want to be a TikTok, I want to do this, I want to do that. And
the only good thing about that is there's going to be good for the people who are already in trades and stuff like that. I'm getting my kids. I'm going to get them to be electricians just because kids aren't going into them sort of fields. They all want to be TikTokers or influencers, but not everyone can do that. So they're going to chase that bollocks and get absolutely nowhere, get no qualifications, and then be fucked. You know what I mean? So I think people with trades are going to be able to demand whatever they want in 10, 20 years' time.
Yeah, I agree with that as well.
Because they'll be so low on ground.
yeah, be displaced. Like the people coming through now, the kids, like you say there, they won't be thinking of going to a trade.
No.
But next generation, there's still going to be mass requirement for infrastructure.
Well, when I was at school, I wanted to be a joiner. Part of my school, I went to do joinery. We didn't 2 days a week or something. I went to college instead of school and actually did joinery for the last 2 years. So that's what I want, and I actually proper wanted to do. There were no social media when I was.
No,
not
Facebook and MSN and that just
not
really.
at our age, mate. Our school age.
We didn't have it, did we?
Had a little bit of MSN.
I didn't get Facebook until I was 19, 18.
Same. University, second year.
I was in Ibiza. I was doing a summer in Ibiza, and I got it then because I didn't even know what it was. Everyone was talking about Facebook. I didn't know what it was. Yeah.
I had Bebo a little bit.
How old are you?
31.
Right, so you're just slightly younger than me. But yeah, Bebo. No, I never had that.
I never had Bebo.
I never had MSN.
I can't imagine how mad Ibiza would be without social media and mobile phones, though. Because any time I've ever been, all I ever saw were people filming stuff and posting stuff and shit.
Man. It's not as good. If you're watching a concert through your phone, you look at it and there's a sea of people going like, shit, and who are you showing? You know what I mean? Oh, I'm at this concert. I'll take my phone out, take a picture, boom, and I might post it, whatever. That is it. Then I'm just going to enjoy wherever I am. Yeah. Otherwise, you're never enjoying it. You just it's just for likes, basically.
Yeah, you're not present either, are you? Yeah.
No, you're never present, and they can never be happy like that.
And then it becomes a thing where people just go to these events to show people that they've gone to these events. Yeah. It's like that print works, and when people go to raves and stuff like that, mate, and you go on the story next day, and there's just like, fuck it, you see each story, and you can see how many squares there's just like 200 of them. It's all the same shit.
And who watches that person?
Nobody watches it because if they like the DJ, they can just go and search for him and listen to his music.
Can I just go to the toilet?
Do what you need to do, bro. But if you...
I'll just have a wild piss outside.
Just have a wildy out there, bro. I remember seeing a video, Ash Holmes? He were in Ibiza and he were at a villa party, and I watched it. Someone had filmed everyone because there was some DJ, which fair enough, there's a DJ playing at a villa, which is pretty cool, especially if it's a big name. But he's playing good music, and rather than people just being like, oh my God, this DJ's here, I'm going to really enjoy this, every single person would just film it, same person. Someone filmed them on and put fucking, the world is dead right now.
I found this, I really listened to Reese the other day, and I took some gems out of it. I found it with me. It's, the podcasting we're doing now and wanting to make content. I found myself, I don't know if you feel like this, that I'm not doing the things actually in my life that's going to progress me. That makes sense? I'm finding myself solely doing the editing, in business, I'm in the trenches with it, and not then doing me. I know it sounds daft, not doing me reading, not advancing my vocabulary, not advancing my brain.
The thing is, though,
and you're like lost in this sort of like, I'm not becoming a better person. So it's not that I'm fake. It's that, no, the podcast and the vlog they should see some progression.
So you feel like you're being a bit of a slave to yourself and the work you're doing. I get that as well.
Yeah, that's what I feel like.
And I'm like that. And especially recently, which is not a bad thing because I like doing 2 podcasts a week. But when you're doing 2 podcasts a week, you've got to film and edit on a day, and it sometimes drags over to the next day. Then the middle day, you're prepping for the next pod. You film it, then you're editing for the next 2 days. But this is why when I say discipline and why I don't want to smoke, I'm still able to fit them things in the reading. Even if it's just 10 pages a day, I'm still trying to get it in. The journaling that I do every night now, when I get in bed, maybe not when I go to Emily's, I'll take it. Sometimes I don't do it, but I'll get in bed on a night and I'll journal for like half an hour. And all I'll be putting in there is, I have an honest look at myself and I'm like, right, I said to myself last week that I'm going to do this and I've not done it. So from tomorrow, I'm going to get back doing that. And I force myself to do it. So I hold myself accountable every couple of days.
It's been more organised for me, I think.
Yeah, it's just that's all it is. You can still do that sort of stuff. And yeah, it is harder, especially if you're spending 6-7 hours solid trying to edit a vlog to get it out or edit a pod and get it out. But you've just got to break away from it at some point. Like, right, I've edited for 3 hours. I'm going to have an hour reading and writing. Edit for 3 hours, right? I'm going to go have an hour of training and doing that. It's just literally just getting you.
Do you have any like sort of principles that you follow? Do you do like journaling? Do you do meditation? Do you do anything like that? Or you just
no. Should do, but no. I won't keep up to it.
I'm always interested with you because you spend a fair bit of time by yourself. What you're up to?
Just wanking, mate.
No, I don't wank. I don't know. Just,
what do you do? Sit and watch stuff.
I spend too much time scrolling, watching funny videos, just laughing.
Me and Jonny communicate via reels, and it's fucking funny. There's only a few boys, right? Because a lot of people do send me stuff, but there's only a few boys who I respond to. And Johnny's reels are always well thought out. I just do it to you just a couple of weeks now, just that I think of fuck, because some of them are funny as fuck. Like those little memes that make you reflect on your youth a little bit. Like that's funny. That
Them ones. When I'm sending them, I sometimes think, right, who's of this age that will understand this?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So you can only send certain people certain ones, just won't get it.
Watsy's like that with me. Me and Watsy, we'll speak on phone once a week maybe, but if he sees it, we'll probably communicate through like memes /reels 3-4 times a week.
Sometimes if you don't check your phone, though, one of your friends will send you loads. It's like, fucking hell, I'm going to have a day off to do this.
Yeah, that's like Kringle, mate. I only have, I post on TikTok. I don't ever sit on it now. I will watch reels on Instagram and YouTube Shorts, but I don't go on TikTok.
No, I don't.
Because that just
too long.
Yeah, and like David said, he'll go from watching kickboxing videos, and next minute it's just birds twerking, and I'm like, how the fuck's it come to this? And I agree with that. But I've got into especially these last 2 days, into a bit of a funk of, I've got, it's not an obsession, but watching like CCTV shootings.
It's fucking mad.
No,
I just find it crazily entertaining.
I watched a few of them, and it's fucking. They'll go up to them and just like they've shot them down, and I'm thinking you didn't even need to shoot him there. And they'll go up and finish them off. Boom, in America, it's some craziness.
Yeah, and I watched one mad. It must have just come out because the guy either got prosecuted or didn't get prosecuted, but a bloke's gone to his ex-wife's house in America. He's got a 10-year-old son. He's like, where's my son? Like, he's obviously come back here, and stepdad comes out with a big gun. They're in each other's faces, and he's threatening to shoot him. The guy who's not got a gun, like, starts giving him shit, grabs the gun, goes to grab the gun. The guy pulls it back. Don't need to shoot him because he's still got the gun. Just fucking cocks it from about here to that tripod away and just shoots him. Just kills him.
Does he get away with it?
Kills him and gets away with it.
It's amazing what they get away with in America.
Madness.
Like, they just say it's
self-defense,
but it's not. Most of the time, you don't have to shoot someone.
I feel like if police really wanted to look at that and be like, no, because you didn't need to shoot him, you still had the gun. Fair enough, he wasn't getting off your land. You could have just called us and we'd have come and got him off there. But instead, you just took his life.
I think what they say is, though, because guns are in circulation, what if he were carrying? It's better to eradicate.
Someone draws.
But you can just be like...
But then, I get what you're saying, and I probably agree with that there probably shouldn't be any guns, but
if it
gets to a point where he's drawn first...
I think there should be guns. I don't mind them having guns. It's not at all, but, unless someone pulls a gun on you, I don't think you should be able to shoot them.
Yeah.
And
pass me phone.
If a big guy were kicking shit out of a little guy, maybe he could shoot him. And I've seen that happen, and they do get away with it. But as soon as a man turns his back to someone, like, you shouldn't shoot him back.
No. I watched one this morning of that similar thing. A guy's just stood at side at road on phone. A bloke just crosses over with a motorbike helmet on, just handgun straight back from about that far away, back at head, bang, just runs away.
Well, with that, like Brazil or something.
Yeah, somewhere.
My internet's not working now, but now we're talking about this. Chris D'Elia did one where, ring doorbells.
Yeah.
There were a guy who showed up to someone's house.
Do you know what that is?
The fat guy, you know what I'm talking about? And he were like, he basically, I think he'd been speaking to someone online, had sex lined up, what he thought, right? This geezer. Have you seen it?
Oh, no.
It's not... Tierney's just called.
Give him a call back.
But, like, the guy's just there.
And
fucking just...
saying weird shit down phone.
Saying weird shit down phone. What would you do there if a fucking weird guy can fucking ring doorbell and your missus at home? Are you out fucking just...
I'll just go
fucking right up?
Nice, but what, away from in house?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
He's got his fucking cap on. We're ready for business.
Tierney Mush?
Yeah.
How we doing, brother?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear us? Connection's not the best.
Yeah, I'm coming out of the... I was in a fucking...
Just doing dealings.
Doing some dodgy deals?
No, I ain't fucking having to work, you know what I mean? The only fucking superstar...
Superstar Ben.
I think in the next shit, you might be best ringing him up.
Nah, FaceTime's working. Is your signal getting better, bro?
Yeah, is it...
Yeah, we've got you a bit. It's just a bit on and off.
Yeah, I was going to go and look at... It's fucked.
Yeah, that's
a little bit better, isn't it?
That's miles better, bro. How you been?
I've been alright, mate. It's fucking at work, and I...
Oh, yeah. At least one of us is grafting.
Fucking yeah, mate. I fucking hold the weight of the company and bearing me out of fucking work.
You do, mate. I agree. When are you quitting that job? Full-time bare knuckle bad man?
When I'm fucking getting fucking the money that I deserve from BKFC, and when Misfits finally get me a fight.
Has there any talks with Misfits yet?
Yeah, I'm on the list now, so I'm going to get him. To be fair, mate, I've already been speaking. I've got an opponent lined up and everything, so I've just got to wait for my last BKFC fight contract.
Nice. When's that?
Well, if I don't have it before March the 12th, it expires on March the 12th anyway.
Nice. Have you got your money from Kingpin yet?
Yeah, I got paid last week.
Did it go to court, or did they just be like? Right,
Yeah, literally, mate. On the day it was gonna go court, they fucking. What did that? Yeah, so on the day it was gonna go court, they give me an ultimatum. It's like, oh, we'll give you 50% now and 50% in December. And I was that ill, bruv. I just fucking lay on my bed that day, didn't answer for it. I can't even be asked to sort it. I just let it go to court, and the cunts paid me before the deadline.
Paid you in full?
Yeah, paid me in full.
That's fair enough, then, isn't it?
Yeah. So
I'm guessing
Christmas, lovely now, lovely Christmas.
we've got big Jonny Graham here on podcast.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spin you around. You can have a conversation with my man.
Hey up, Connor, lads.
I am sure, mate.
Yes, mate, I'm good.
Good, mate, good.
I'm good. Are we getting it on?
Are we supposed to be having a conversation now, or what?
I don't know. We're getting it on, lads.
Basically, we've all seen Johnny's little reel that he's put on, and that obviously me and you have had a conversation about your story. You both got different views. Johnny's doing the right thing by calling out top level guys, which I'm sure you can respect that. But we just wanted to see what your thoughts were, and rather than just going story for story, I just feel like you can have a conversation and put the fucking wheels to right, my man. So I'm going to spin you back around.
No pressure.
I think, to be fair, listen, mate, I think when I was starting BKB and when I lost, I think I won my first, lost my second, and then I won my third. I remember at the time, Barry Jones in BKB was taking everybody out. And I remember calling him out, and I remember all the BKB fighters were like, "You're never going to be ready for that. You're a fucking idiot, mate. You're fucking miles away. You this, you that." And I basically had to fucking just graft, man, and just fight and win and win and win. And now, like, I'm fucking the biggest name in BKFC in the UK, for instance. So
that's why I asked for you.
I think you're a good. I think you're a good fighter. I think you should start 155 because I'm a big boy for 165, mate. You know what I mean?
I'm all right. I'm good. I could move up.
I think like when you come up to 165, like, how tall are you?
5'10".
So you like fucking 145.
You'll be tall, like you chop you down like a tree. Then body shots.
To be fair, mate, I'm like an oak tree, and you've got a blunt blade. I'm pretty sure you won't be able to chop this tree down, mate.
We'll see. We'll see.
Well, yeah, man. Listen, look, I know, like, I've seen, obviously, you called me out, and I've seen a few people commenting on Paul Cook's status and saying you should need to go for Connor next. And to be fair, rightly so, because what are BKFC doing right now for people like Jonny and Paul to fight for? There's no fucking UK bout. There's no one's got a bout. And anyway, fucking Rico Franco ain't got a bout.
Well,
Rico Franco ain't got a bout. You know what I mean? He's.
They give the belts, didn't they? No one's fought for the belts yet, so no one's really the champion. Once we start fighting, they said next year we're all going to start fighting, and we're going to start fighting for a belt, which then we're going to find out who's best, isn't it? And it'll be around my weight, no doubt.
Ideally, what they need to do is they need to do a 165 bout, a 155 bout. There need to be 5 fighters in the top 5, and whoever wins that bout needs to be looking at a world title elimination.
That's it. I've lost him.
Is he gone?
Yeah, it's gone.
Hello.
That's better, my man. What were you saying when when all these belts come out?
Yeah, I'm less scared of him now because I'm not looking at him. I think, listen, if they put belts in the UK and we all start fighting for belts next year, and the ranking system's done properly, then them fights will happen. But you got to work your way up. I done it, and technically, when I lost to Lindsay, it was controversial, and even ISK, Paul Nichols, told me that he was down for 14 seconds and they made a mistake on their behalf. So, realistically, BKFC owe me a world title eliminator shot again. Yeah. I need to fight either Carlos Trinidad Snake or Rico Franco or Jake Lindsay again. But I think they've lined Rico up, I think, for another opponent. I don't know if it's Lindsay or what. So I'd fight that Carlos Trinidad Snake, who's ranked 2nd or 3rd.
Yeah, I'd like to see you fight Jake Lindsay again.
Yeah, I'd love to fight Jake Lindsay again because, if I'm honest, mate, I fought Jake Lindsay. I didn't train for 6 months. I jumped in that gym 8 weeks before and had to lose 36 pounds, and it fucking killed me.
Yeah.
I never trained for a fight. I trained to lose weight, and that showed because I was lazy in the fight and I got caught with stupid shots.
Yeah.
But the next time he gets beat 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, man. Until, obviously, I have to prove myself, don't I, next time. And like with Jonny, like, fucking, there's big fights out there. I mean, that Paul Cook's a good fight now.
Yeah, I already mentioned that on this podcast. Yeah, I do think so. We're both 2-0, so that'd be a good fight. And then I'll stop him, and then you know, maybe one more stoppage after that, and then you could give me a go.
Yeah, I mean, listen. They call me the cash cow, baby, because I bring the money in.
Well, that's
tell him to pull his finger back and get on pod.
Yeah, Connor, we've got to get you on the podcast as well, brother.
I know. I'm going to try and come over Christmas, mate. So I've got free time.
Good, man. I would like, there were a bit of a competition. I was seeing if you were going to come on pod first or if Kingpin were going to pay you first, but Kingpin had beat you to it, mate. So you've got some catching up to do, brother.
Yeah. Fucking, I know, yeah. I'll be fucking running around now with fucking Versace suits, flashing money everywhere to the concert.
Love that, my man. Right, enjoy your Christmas,
cheers,
mate.
Connor.
We'll speak to you soon, brother.
Yeah, see you later, man. See you later,
mate.
See you in a bit.
So what? In hindsight, there, what did he say? Two fights and the fight's on.
Yeah, pretty much, mate.
We'll see, won't we?
You put Paul Cook to bed, and then anyone else will put in front of you, and then just start fucking.
I'm just a couple of knockouts away. A couple more impressive victories, and I've got to be putting them in with top, you know, the top, and I've got to be. I'm there,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The two victories I've had, maybe the opposition weren't too good, but I've looked very good doing it, and I've stopped them easily without even getting hit. I mean, I got hit once in the first fight, and once or twice in the second fight. A first round stoppage and a second round stoppage.
Yeah. I think that last opponent was pretty decent.
Yeah, like I've had like a couple of people have said, "Oh, you know, he went down a bit easy." Right, straight away, no, he didn't go down a bit easy. I caught him with a beauty of a body shot. He'd already been marked up, and I stabbed him in over.
Who's saying that? Who's saying that though?
Exactly, people in pub. You know what I mean?
You know what you should just say, bro? Just let me watch the video. Yeah, right. Give him 2 body shots and this shot. Let me do that too. Let's see if you stay up.
Exactly.
That's what you got to say.
Exactly. And then obviously, who is it? What's it called? Who do I fight first? His name?
Cairns.
Will Cairns.
Cairns there for a payday, definitely. Do you know what I mean? He's there for a payday. He's not a bad fighter, but once he starts getting I'm being paid now.
Yeah.
I've done what I needed to do. So you know that was never going anywhere. But this other kid, he comes to win him. He was upset after it. It was my mate goes to me, "You okay, mate?" He went, "I'm sad."
Did he really?
He got right deep voice. I'm sad.
Like who's it? I feel.
Yeah, I'm very feel.
That's a good little pod, that, boys.
Enjoyed that, mate. So what's before we close this, I just want to know, I'm going to hold you accountable here. I try holding Josh accountable for some stuff. I'm going to hold you accountable. You've already had the heads up from Liam. You need to do your social media. You've just said yourself you're going to get back sparring. You don't do the cardio. You're wanting to fight these top opponents like commentating. What's your next moves now, social media wise, training wise, if you're going to be taking these top level guys out?
Just training and filming it, you know, putting the content out there. I mean, like I said, it's not really my thing.
I can help with that though, mate. Yeah, you have to let me know.
And if I'm doing the training, we'll just have to get someone to film. You know what I mean? Training hard, basically.
That's all you've got to do, bro. Just buy a little fucking 20 quid tripod from Amazon. Take it everywhere with you.
Yeah, and just film everything.
That's it, mate. Just film it. Learn how to chop it up a little bit on CapCut.
Should start doing like talking to thing and all, but I'm not like a massive talker.
No, but bro, this is the thing. I do as well, but the only nobody's a naturally good talker.
No, it's like practicing it. It's like
yeah, you see these people who are good on stage and good at talking that they weren't ever that good. They've just done it enough to be able to come good. If you want to get good at talking on camera, you just do it more and more.
Just do it, innit?
That's all you need to do, bro. Little shout out to Nordic Spirit if anybody wants to pack an upper decky. Me and Josh are still looking for a sponsor because these are not paying us yet, and I've just started packing chews. So, what's that company called? Who messaged you, bro?
Killer Store.
Killer Store. This is a little shout out to you if you want to sponsor us. There's still a place for you. I'll pack an upper decky right now for you. Do you want to pack one, Johnny?
Nah, I'm good.
Josh, you want to pack one?
I've already got one here, mate, but I'll put it back in for you.
Upper decky to get me lined up. Ready to attack the day.
Anything we want to shout out, mate? Any sponsors? Obviously, we want to get people behind Johnny. If there's any sponsors out there who want to dedicate and push and help him.
Yeah, a couple of people have been in contact with me since said their company will sponsor me, which, you know, thank you. That helps a lot. I've already got sponsors. I've got Smarter Waste. Give them a shout out. I've got Ram Tracking, and then Too Sticky have sponsored me.
Yeah,
shout out Too Sticky.
Yeah, follow them. Yeah, no, just if anyone wants to help me with sponsors, help me. Do you know what I mean? Like it's hard. It's an hard sport, and we're not getting paid enough yet. So
I think you're gonna go away to the top, mate. Super marketable kid. If business is aligned with you, mate, they're gonna get some good business. So it makes sense. 100% write off in your tax return. So rather give the money to Johnny Boy than the tax man. Easy decision. Easy decision.
We can start calling you the tax man as well then.
Happy
right, Johnny,
boys.
my man. Thank you
lads.
very much, brother.
Thank you, lads.